What's up guys? So in today's video I'm going to be showing you everything you need to know about the best and the rarest material in the game, the corrupted shard. Okay, so firstly, this is where you're going to find the corrupted shard guy. As you saw in this sped up clip, you go straight to where the NPCs are from spawn, and you will go down the hole right by the blacksmith and between the blacksmith and the alchemist, and down here you'll see the corruption guy in front of the frog. When you click on him or interact with him to talk with him, he'll give you some quick dialogue. It doesn't really matter. Then you can click proceed, and this is where you can roll for the to corrupt an item. So to corrupt an item, you pretty much just click in here. You click an item that isn't corrupted, you hit select, and then you can click roll. Now be careful though, because when you roll an item, so when you roll this, I have 2 corrupted shards. So if I roll this, I'm going to lose one of these corrupted shards, and it only has a chance of applying to my legs. It's not guaranteed. So I could roll this twice and just lose both my shards. I'm going to roll here once to show you what it looks like. So you failed to corrupt item. I'll try again. Corrupted item. Okay, see, that's perfect. So I failed to corrupt once, and then I corrupted it the second time, and just like that, I have some corrupted legs now. Now what corrupting does is, I believe the stat should apply. You could probably see my health before I corrupted them. Now if I equip them again, it's much higher. See, because what corrupting does, it doubles the stats on the item that you set it to. Or is it 1.5? I'll throw it up on the screen, which it is. I'm not sure if it's double or 1.5. I think it's double. So I think like if you corrupt that, yeah, because I was at 1400, now I'm at 1600. This is 420. I think I was at 210. So yeah, it should be double. By the way, the best thing to corrupt first is a chest piece, because you can see for the same equivalent, roughly the same equivalent level, the chest piece gives more health. So make sure that if you're going to upgrade any armor or corrupt any armor, do the chest piece first. That's why you see my chest piece is a little higher level, because it just gives a lot more health to you. So keep that in mind when you're upgrading stuff, is that the chest piece is like the best one to upgrade. So I took this clip to show what the enemies will look like in game that drop corrupted shards. It was that purple glowing one right there. If you kill that enemy, those will give you a corrupted shard. Now they don't have a great chance to drop, or to spawn. And yeah, when they do, those ones will drop the corrupted shard. As you can see it in my inventory right there. Also, I don't know, you can't corrupt everything. Like you can't corrupt elements. You can't corrupt something twice. You can't corrupt obviously like materials or anything like that, but mainly you can't corrupt elements. And I also don't believe you can corrupt anything under the rarity of legendary. So yeah, corrupting, at least from this guy, is really just for armor and swords. But there is still a way to get corrupted elements. It's just not with corrupted shards, and it's not from this guy. You can also buy him from the merchant as well. He's not here right now, but the merchant will be right across from him, and sometimes he'll be selling corrupted shards. So if you can't seem to get them to drop for you, you know, that might also be another way. They're just insanely expensive, like 1.5 to 3,000 gems. So I wouldn't suggest buying them from the merchant. I was just getting them normally. But if you really want them, then the merchant will also periodically sell them. So like I was saying, you can't corrupt elements at the corruption guy. You have to do it here. It's where you just normally summon things, is where you're also going to get corrupted things. Pretty much how it works is when you roll, there's a chance that when you roll something, that something also comes out corrupted. So if you roll a fire, there's probably like an underlying chance, and then that fire is now a corrupted. I think it's really rare, like 2 or 3%. Like it's not a large percentage at all. So it's pretty rare to have corrupted elements. And corrupted elements will look just like corrupted weapons in your inventory. They'll look like that. They'll have these like little kind of like lightning bolt, purple lightning bolt things in your inventory. You see, I just lock all the corrupted elements that I get to make sure I don't get rid of them. But that's what those will look like, and that's how you get them. I don't know the specific drop chances of corrupted items. So if that is a statistic that people know, I'll throw it up on the screen here now. Also, some personal tips from me. I would wait to corrupt anything you get until you're much later on. Like, I wouldn't, as you can see, I've only so far corrupted mythics. I suggest doing the same because you're gonna get like these Azure, this stuff. You could probably even corrupt legendaries if you want, but I would wait until you have some stuff that you're like, okay, yeah, this is the stuff I'm gonna be using for a while. I wouldn't go and just like corrupt this like mushroom necklace, even if you could. Like, I just wouldn't corrupt like just anything, like anything you get from Snow Castle. I wouldn't really corrupt any of this stuff. Besides this Grimshade Katana. This, because, I mean, that's a beast. But pretty much everything else, I wouldn't corrupt. I'd wait until you get to Atlantis and corrupt some of this really good armor. Just because corrupted shards are really rare. So if you like, you're just constantly using them, by the time you get here, you're going to want like a bit of a stockpile of them. Like, you saw I corrupted my legs in that clip before, but in total, it took me 9 like corrupted shards to get this finally corrupted. So you're going to want a stockpile of them, and I'd suggest as you're leveling up to just be saving them, and then when you get to Atlantis to then start like using them, and also to use them on this sword. If you get this sword drop, that's like the best sword in the game right now. But that's personally how I would use my corrupted shards. And that's really all for today's video. I'll throw up the relevant statistics here on the screen now. As you can see on the wiki, it says a 1 in 10,000 chance to drop. I don't know how true that is, because I've gotten like 20 corrupted shards in my total time of playing, and I don't have like 200,000 kills, because that's what would necessitate that. So I'm not sure how accurate that 1 in 10,000 number is. That feels wrong, because I did 1 infinite and I got 2 of them, and in that infinite I only killed, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred enemies, let alone like 20,000 that it would take statistically to get that. It's also a 33% chance to succeed, and doubles, like I said earlier, it does double the stats. I was pretty sure, but it definitely does double the stats. So yeah, corrupted shards are a must-have in this game. They're an instant way to like double like your strength. You could be max level, but if I have fully corrupted stuff and you don't, I'm twice as strong as you. So corrupted shards are definitely worth knowing about. And yeah, that's all for today's video. Have a good one.